I'm Nick Cannon, and welcome to another incredible episode of America's favorite guessing game. I can see your voice. Kid couldn't be here tonight on game show host school. Currently stuck behind. She has her tray at home, and the only thing she's serving up is vocal perfection. It's cocktail waitress. Let's get a quick. Time for our first lip sync show.
Taylor laughs. Well, possibly that.
He did some little
Welcome,
things with his
welcome,
throat. If
people.
he's not a good singer, he's very, very
How
good
are
listener.
you today?
We're looking at his name.
Back again for another show, another video. I wonder if y'all can hear me.
He's a good singer.
Time to make a decision.
The studio lights dim, leaving only red highlights.
Can y'all hear me?
I think you're incredible, but
Okay. I'm just wondering if you can hear me, okay?
I want to go
But I'm really ain't got nothing to really talk about. I'm just gonna be bumping my guns. The topic today is don't blame the creator for your disobedience and destruction on the earth. And what I mean by that, excuse me, is that you got a lot of people, man, around the world doing things they ain't supposed to be doing, man. You know, hurting others, bringing harm upon another person. You know, there's events that's happening in the world that are bringing harm and hurt to a whole lot of people, man. You know, for instance, say the war that's going on in Russia and the Ukraine there. You know, that war is now what, about 3 years old now, man. You know, so you look at all the souls that have died on the battlefield there, man. And all these other wars that are going on in these rural areas that we don't hear nothing about. A lot of death going on the planet, man. A lot of death. And that's due to the worshiping of false gods. That's right. Exactly what I said. Come from worshiping false gods. Now, you take that any kind of way you want, but it's true. All through King James version of the Bible, you know, that Bible there, man, is full of nothing but false gods. You know, and everybody knows that. You got about 6 major gods right out front, 5 or 6 major right out front. You got Yahweh, Baal, Astura, Mordok, a couple more. You know, it's a lot of them, man. But to being told, man, it's a lot of death going on, man, on the planet. And these souls, what's happening with the spirits of these dead people, man? They're walking around, a lot of them don't even know that they dead. Still walking around the earth, man, fighting, you know. And now we got this new president coming in, Trump. He's talking about this tariff, which is going to be taxing other people coming up in here. That's going to start a war, man, with somebody. Somebody ain't going to, or what's going to happen is they're going to cut us off from whatever they're supplying us with. We won't be able to get it, you know. It's going to be a whole lot of chaos, man. A whole lot of chaos. A whole lot of death. A whole lot of killing in war. You know. And then you got these young men signing up for the military, thinking they're going to war for their country and quote their God. Going to war for country and God. You know,
I can see
true
your
God,
side,
man.
son.
True God don't accept war. Because Creator don't accept war. You hear me what I just said there? True God don't condone war. Because the Creator do not condone war. So, if your God condones war, battles with you in war, that's not true God. You following a false God is what you following. You're following him right into death, into hell. His hell, to be exact. Because you won't be going to the great kingdoms, the Ephraim kingdom. You stand below. Stand below with them until you're winged off of your evil, your wickedness. You have paid your redemption for the lives that you have taken. You have taken upon the earth. You know, you won't be able to ascend. You're sitting with the demons, dark spirits, drujas, you know, the yaks. You're down here with them, man. Mud crawlers, things like that. Because of your actions. And you think you're doing right, though. You know, you think you're doing right. You know, you're following your God. Following the God that you believe in. But little do you know, your God is a false God. No false God, leading you to death, leading you to become enslaved into his kingdom. You know, you got a lot of these little small gods running around here, uh, starting wars to gain souls once you die on the battlefield. You know, that ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. You got these little fools running around in the street, think they gang banging. Pow, 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 shooting out, shooting off, killing people just to be initiated into the gang. I've been there. I've seen it on the streets of Chicago, man, where I come from. You know? Them niggas in the streets, man, out there shooting up people, man, talking about they doing it for their God. Oh, man. Yeah. You believe in your God is a game, baby. You know? And then they don't think about their actions until they get caught, thrown behind them bars. First thing come out their mouth, oh my God, why you get me into this? Oh God, why you get me into this? You know, oh, get me out. You're crying now. Now they're thinking about the action, consequences. That's one thing we don't realize, man. Whatever we do, we have to pay the consequences for it. And some of the things we do, the consequences are severe. You know what I mean? Depending on what consequences or who you dealing with when it comes to the consequences. You dealing with somebody ruthless when it's coming to the consequence, you finna die. They gonna kill you, man. You know? But someone that's compassionate, you know, they'll try to help you redeem yourself for whatever you done wrong. Help you correct what you done wrong. You know? That destruction won't continue. as you're dealing with a person that's violent. That violence is still gonna continue because if you did them wrong, they're gonna kill you and keep on killing whoever else they want to kill. It won't stop. If you're dealing with a person who's compassionate, you know, they'll help you to, make what you've done. They help you make it right, redeem yourself. So and on the moral end, you can redeem yourself and morality, and in the spiritual side, you're raising your grade, especially when you're doing the right things, doing the work of the Creator, helping those who are below you, raising them up, giving to those before you give to yourself. Things we take for granted, we don't do. But when we in need, we expect people to help us. You know, but the way some of these people is now, man, you can't expect nobody to help you now, man, because they following these false gods who got them into the point where they don't see family no more, man. It's all about that individualism. That's what they got in. Out of the familyism into the individualism. Oh, what's in it for me? That's that selfish God, you know, that selfish God kind of complex. I call that. I'm just bumping my gums here, man. I may not even know what the hell I'm talking about. Feeling pretty good, talking about things. Like I say, man, it's going to be a lot of death and destruction coming soon. This new president coming into office, I think Trump is about to get shit kicked off, and these spirits or these dark entities that are out here, man, just lingering, waiting for something like this to jump off. They wait. They wait, man. It's going to be their opportunity because, time is running out for them anyway. You know, dark spirits, time is running out, man. Resurrection is right around the corner. You know, I meant to say the harvest, not the resurrection, the harvest. And most of them ain't, a lot of them ain't going as before, as the first resurrection. There was a lot, and those are the ones that are still here. All these years, man, all these years, these same demons and dark entities are the same entities from the first resurrection. They're still here. The ones who have crossed over many, many thousands of years, the thousands and thousands of years, they're still here, doing the same wicked things that they've been doing since the beginning, man. Unable to rise up. And then the ones that walk the earth here, the yaks, Jujas, some of them been even longer. Wicked, man. Wickedness is upon the land. And you can see it in Trump's eyes, man. He's ready to get something jumped off, man, especially in the urban areas for some reason. He got his eyes on the urban areas, the black communities. I'm not no racist type dude, man. I don't get into that race game, try to play that card. But, for some reason, I deep down feeling, man, this dude, man, got something real bad up his sleeve. You know, I'm a pretty good judge of people, like most of us are. Most of us good spirited people. We can judge. And we just like old goddamn bulldog, man. We can see when a bad spirit come in the house, right off you start barking just like that, man. But yeah, you got what I'm talking about. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't trust that dude Trump, man. Don't trust him. He's a demon. Yes, he is. He's a demon, man. I don't trust him. You know, he's building his cabinet with these. Oh no, man. These people that's gonna do exactly what he tells them to do. You know, what the hell Elon Musk doing in there? Elon Musk don't know a damn thing about no politics. What the hell is he in there for? And that damn Dan Newland. What the hell is Dan Newland gonna do with it? I understand the man is a lawyer, but you need to sit your ass down, man. You don't need to be siding with that damn devil. Trump is the devil, man. I tell you. Yeah, I'm just bumping my gums. That's all. I'm just getting some things off my chest. Bumping my gums. You know, I don't know how many people gonna watch this broadcast, cause I don't. I hope so though. I can keep going. I got so much stuff, man. You know, but like I said, this topic, don't blame the Creator for your disobedience and destruction on the earth. Killing animals, destroying nature, all in disobedience to the Creator. You know, top it off, man. We constantly killing each other. You know, His creation, His beautiful creation, we killing, and trying to get along and live in harmony with each other as we supposed to. Know? Not get along. Ain't off me get along with nobody, man. Get along with everybody. I am the balance. I am the balance of the universe. You know, my zodiac sign is a Libra, so I'm balanced. I'm all about that balance, man. You know, but sooner or later we gonna have to balance ourselves. Be given the scales, man, to justify what you have done, what you've done wrong. You know, you're gonna have to pay for that. You know? You have to accept what you've done and be accountable for what you've done. Therefore, you'll be judged fairly, and then you'll be placed accordingly to your deeds, man. To whatever you done, your wickedness, your good, you'll be placed in the heavenly kingdoms accordingly. In a place according to what you've done. It's gonna fit. The place you're gonna be is gonna fit where you at, where you supposed to be. Your grade, your spiritual grade is gonna fit your spiritual grade to where you supposed to be. When you cross over. What you do here is going to play a big part when you cross over. Understand? When you cross over, it's going to play a big part to what you do. Here, the good you do, How your grade gonna be depending on what you do. Just going to church ain't gonna get it. You know, cooking dinners at the church every Sunday, they might get it. You need to do a little bit more. You know, people don't understand, man. If they can think it's all about them themselves. Now, man. I mean, I get it, bro. Times are hard. People ain't got to give, but you can do a little something. A little something go a long way these days, you know. A little bit go a long way, man. Just sitting and talking to a person that's confined inside the house, just going and visit every day or once a week, you know. It's uplifting to that person, man. Giving that person hope. Nobody come visit. You sitting up there all alone by yourself all day, every day. It's a sad, lonely life, man. You know, you sit there all by yourself and ask God, why nobody visiting me? Your God that you believe in. Why nobody visiting? You know, you ain't got nothing wrong to nobody. You know, but you got these people out here, like I say, man, they running around here killing up each other, man, shooting, going against everything the Creator has set up. They want to try to blame Him for it. You know, God put that nigga in the wrong place. You know, God put me in the right place, man, with that nigga so I can take his head off, man. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm fighting in this war in the name of my country and my God. Oh, man. It's crazy, man. Crazy. You're following these false gods. False gods are what we follow. You know? People don't. I mean, we just don't know. Don't know something, you don't know something, right? That's just the way it is. You don't know something, you don't know something. But we're gonna try to see where we at, what we got. You know? Following these false gods, you don't know what the hell we doing. Okay, we're gonna go here. Take a look at this here, man. You know, quick verse from the book of Oleosky, book of Thor. Take a look at what this says here. You know, see that? Should I build up one a little bit more? Make it a little bit better for you. All right. A little better. All right. God said to Uzziah, behold, the earth and these atmospheric heavens are full of false lords and false gods. Uzziah inquired how many there were. God said, more than 30,000 gods and 160,000 lords. Behold, in every great nation on earth is there a false god or a false lord, and he hath a small heavenly kingdom of his own, even on the earth, and the spirits of the dead of that place are his slaves for his own exaltation. And in many of these heavenly kingdoms, there are wars and anarchy, hells. That's what anarchy are, as hells, where the angels torment each other endlessly. Nor will these false gods and false lords and their subjects admit that there are higher heavens than their own. You see, any dead spirit that comes into heaven, they're not going to tell them, oh, well, we got this heaven here, but it's one up higher where the Almighty is. They're not going to tell you that. They want to keep you right there where they at, subject to them, subservient to them, that God, whoever that God of that realm may be. You know, you can be the God. You could be Jesus. He could be Muhammad, Buddha, Brahma, Krishna. It don't matter. They're false gods. And wherever you're gonna go, right up in this area here, that's where you're gonna be. Just like it says here. The spirits of the newly dead are captured and kept in ignorance of Jehovah and his vast creations. You see that right there? The spirits of the newly dead are captured. They coming and get you and gonna keep you ignorant to the fact that the creator is right up above. And that's it. They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna keep that a secret because they want to keep your spirit bound in their hell, worshiping them. They're not gonna tell you about the creator and his ethering kingdoms, high kingdoms, where you can have your own worlds. You understand? You can become a god, or you can become an ethering god, become God over multiple worlds. You know, but made to bow in adoration and worship to the false lords or false god, and these again being in continuing to mortals, inspired them to the same worship. They bring it right to the earth. We worship them in spirit on the spirit side, and we're going to be worshiping them on this side, on the physical side. The same is it with the Christianity religion. All them Christian deities that you serving and worshiping here gonna be coming and grabbing you on the spiritual side. So don't worry, you're gonna see your Jesus. You're gonna see Jesus, all right. All right. Let me go back. And these again being in contiguity to mortals, inspire them to the same worship which fits them in time of death, to fall as slaves into the dominion of him whom they worship. Just as I said, okay, the wars that are going on in heaven have inspired mortals to war on earth. So if I'm a god, let's say two of the gods of the Hebrew Bible. Let's take two of these gods for instance. We're going to take Baal and Asherah. Okay, Baal was the god of the Israelites. Asherah, she's the god of the people. Not the Babylonians. They took Israel into captivity there. I believe it was Babylon. She was the goddess of Babylon, and they fought against Israel, and they took Israel into captivity. Well, that's another story. But you got these two gods that are battling up in heaven against each other. They mad with each other. So she's gonna go down and inspire the nation or the people that she's the goddess of, and he's going to go down to the earth or inspire people down on the earth to battle on his side. You understand what I'm saying? So the people of Baal and the people of Asherah are battling each other on the earth, just like them two are battling up in heaven. You see? And it says, all the wars in heaven have inspired mortals to war on earth, so that all around the world, everlasting battles are going on. And such are slain on the earth. Battlefields are born in spirits and in chaos. You see that? And such as are slain on earth's battlefields are born in spirit in chaos. They not knowing they are dead as to the earth. They don't know they dead. They think they still on earth, man. They think they still right here on earth walking around. They don't know what's going on. And so they linger on the battlefields, still battling imaginary foes. You see that? You see that? And sometimes they go to wandering into castles, old houses, and that's when you get these haunted houses and old haunted castles. That's where these folklore come from. You see, not folklore as you can see. But no matter how you look at this, people, you know, you leaving the earth like this. This is what you doing on the earth when you running your little butt out there in the street thinking you gang banging, you shooting up. You think rival gang bangers, but these your brothers, man. These your black brothers on the streets, you know, and you shooting them up, man. And you leaving the earth. You leaving the earth like this. You leaving the streets, man, of Chicago, New York, Jersey, Philly, all over the earth, man. You leaving the streets like a battlefield, man, full of slain bodies, man, born. Now they in chaos on the street, roaming around in the hood. You can't see them. You can't see them, but they out there, bro, roaming, man, because of what you did, your destruction, your disobedience. And by me saying disobedience, I'm meaning disobedience. If you look at what the King James Version of the Bible, and you look at the laws, the 10 Commandments, the sixth commandment, thou shalt not what, bro? Thou shalt not kill. And not even there, even in the old Osprey, it tells you the same thing. Thou shalt not kill anything that the Creator has brought into existence, bro. And we doing it. We doing it. We doing it, man. In the name of our gods. On the battlefield. Battling for the name of our God, our country. You know? And you got these brothers out there on the streets acting like these drunks and jugers out there, man, acting like the yaks, killing up people, man. Killing up people for nothing, man. Just to make a name for themselves out on the street. You know? Like I said, no matter how you look at this, man, we're disobedient to the Creator's laws. We're disobedient to His laws, to His commandments, by not following what He said us not to do. Thou shalt not kill. There's a mark on all of us, and if you harm any one of us on this, you have brought upon yourself judgment from the Creator. You know, period. Thou shalt not kill, man. Period. Okay, we're gonna move on. Right, like I said, thou shalt not kill. No matter what. Thou shalt not kill is a moral imperative that appears in the Torah as one of the 10 Commandments, specifically in Exodus 20:13. The commandment is in the context of unlawful killing that results in blood guilt. Now, you know what blood guilt is. You feeling bad about what you did. Blood guilt. Okay? However, However, some say that the verse is actually a mistranslation of the Hebrew, which more accurately translates to "you shall not murder." This is because the Hebrew word for kill is somewhat controversial and can have multiple meanings. For example, the word naka can be used to mean slay, kill, or beat, but not all Christians refer to it as the sixth commandment. This list of 10 commandments is a single unit in the original document. Okay, let's see what Jesus had to say about killing. Matthew 5:21 to 22 says, "Have you heard that it was said to the people long ago that you shall not kill, and anyone who murders will be subject to judgment? But I tell you that anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment." You see that? Will be subject to judgment. See if I build it up a little bit, man. It looked like it was kind of hard for y'all to see that. Will be subject to judgment. See, Jesus tells you right there, to kill, you'll be subject to judgment. A question was asked once: is it a sin to kill as a soldier? The answer is the same: yes. No matter what, thou shalt not kill. Period. This is a commandment from the Creator and not some false god or gods of the Bible, killing people, children, babies, and sometimes total genocide of entire nations. If this is the true God of the Bible, why is he allowing this to happen? Building armies of men and sending them into battle to kill in his name. But remember, God said, "Thou shalt not kill." And man has been killing ever since. Look back to the past at all the battles and wars Israel and Judah had to endure just to have a piece of land. Millions of people died on both sides. And the same today. Millions are dying in war across the globe. Look at what's happening in Israel and Hamas. The war with the Russians and Ukraine, which been going on for, like I say, man, that war been going on for 3 years now, man. They still battling, bro. You know, killing up each other, man. What's happening with all these spirits that is dying? What's happening to them? Huh? Hmm? And many other wars we don't hear about. Who and what is behind these mass killing of mortals on earth? We all know war generates big income for the rich and greedy, but who else gains in these battles of war? And what happens to all the dead souls that are lost on the battlefields? As I said, it's a lot of dead, but look at all the wars that we've had so far, man. World War One, World War Two, the Korean War, Vietnam War. Man, it's been, I think, Desert Storm. You know, all these wars, man, that are going on the earth, and it's causing chaos, destruction, and total disobedience to the Creator, man. Total disobedience to the Creator due to these false gods, you know. But when things go wrong, they want to blame God, you know. Oh God, how could you let this happen? Oh God, how can you let this happen? First thing that they screaming, man, you know. But you did it in the name of your God, though, you know. Same as Israel did when they went into war, saying, "They God, I'm gonna be with you," and they got whooped. Yeah, he got whooped. But I'll tell you who gains and what happens to all the souls lost on the battlefields. The false God you follow, going into battle for, he's the one who will be getting your soul and not the true creator. And he's making you a slave in his kingdom. You see that? He's gonna make you a slave in his kingdom. I bet you that. And ain't no gonna be no getting up out of it. You're gonna be right there with him. Alright? Let's see what the true creator says about war. Let's see what Judge say. Alright. Book of Judgment, 32:9, 32, verse 9 through 15. Chapter 32, verse 9 through 15 states, verse 9. Now, aside from such angels, there are such as are slain in war, whose minds are in chaos, who dying in the heat of passion and fear and anger, become wild and bound on battlefields, or mayhap stroll away into deserted houses and castles, and are lost, bewildered, and unapproachable. You see that? That's what happens to a lot of those spirits, man, on the battlefield, on the streets, man, in our cities. You know, they die. Some of them die in chaos, man. Their minds are in chaos, dying in the heat of passion, who are from fear or either anger on the battlefield. Wow. They stroll away into these castles, homes. I say, then they start haunting them, as people would say. They lost, bewildered. And then another thing that happens when they become unapproachable like that, when they become unapproachable, it's hard. It's hard to straighten these guys out, man. It's a hard job because they all messed up in the mind. Their mind is all messed up, so it's hard. They create chaos in the heavenly realms, man. It's messed up what we do here in the physical realm, man. They cast over. They cast over, bro. You know, whether we believe that or not, whether you want to believe it or not, it's a true thing, man. What we do here cast over to the spiritual realm. You know, as above, so below. The same thing as a mirror. You know, verse 10. Of these, there are hundreds of millions, and they are in all countries and amongst all people in the world. They are distracted and tormented with their own fears and bewilderment. Judgment is rendered against all nations, all peoples in the world who engage in war, thus bringing these afflictions upon the angels of heaven. You see that? So that's what you're doing when you're down here killing and murdering people down here. You're bringing this affliction to the angels in heaven, because these are the angels. When they get there, these are the nurses that's going to have to try to straighten you out. But you all crazy minded, man. They can't deal with you. They're unable to deal with you. So you bring in chaos. You bring in affliction to the upon the angels in heaven, because they afflicted now. This is a problem for them. Judgment is rendered against every nation and all people in the world who carry on war or who are an accessory to war. You see, any kind of war. So if your God here got you going into war for them, battling, that's not the true God, man. That's not true creator that you worshiping. You worshiping a deity, a false God. That's what you worshiping. You know? And look at the next one. It said, whereby any man created alive by Jehovah is slain in defense of any king or other ruler or in defense of any country or government in all the world, and whether the war be offensive or defensive, my judgment is against its aiders and abettors, and against the kings and queens and all and other rulers who are parties to war, willingly, knowingly, or otherwise. Judgment is rendered unto you. You shouldn't be out here going to war or killing nobody for no reason at all. If we can't all sit down at the table and come to some kind of mutual agreement on our disagreements, then you need to be not in the position that you're in. If it's coming to dealing with nations, you shouldn't be wanting to talk about going to war, killing nobody because I don't want to do what you say, or I don't want to take sides to what you're saying. This is what I'm saying about Donald Trump, people. He's that type of guy. You don't do what I want you to do. But if I'm asking you for something and you're not going to do it, I'm going to go to war with you, or I'm going to do something to you. That's the type of guy Trump is, man. That's why we got to watch. We got to watch this now. Like I said, we got these spirits now, man. They sitting on edge. They waiting, man. They wait, man. But now they got a puppet they can use. They got a puppet they can use because he's a wicked spirit, man. He's a wicked spirit. Donald Trump is a wicked spirit. He's a walking Jew job. I tell you. Believe me. Verse 15. And I judge him guilty also, who is general, commodore, captain, sergeant, or private, that engages in war or taketh part therein, aiding, abetting, or otherwise, whereby any man created alive by Jehovah is slain or caused to suffer death, and the Creator's punishment is. Book, Book of Judges 32:22 states. Let me go back. I'm going to read that again. He's saying, I would judge him guilty also. General, commodore, captain, sergeant, private, that engages in war or take part therein of aiding, abetting, or otherwise, whereby any man created by alive by Jehovah is slain or caused to suffer death. If you cause anybody to die, you're going to suffer. You're going to pay the consequences for that. You're going to pay the consequences for what you have done. Creator is going to hold you accountable for what you've done. You won't be able to blame none of this. None of this on the Creator. Because you know what you're doing. That's just like your kid. You go in and tell your kid not to go and touch the stove, for instance. And that stove is hot and he get his little fingers burned. You know, that was his fault. Right? You're going to yell at him for doing it. You're going to yell at him. You're going to scold him. But that's the wrong thing to do. You should comfort him. But the point is, he went and did it anyway, knowing you just told him. Same thing with killing. Creator told us not to kill, and you running out there doing it. Is that the Creator's fault? No. Is that my fault that the baby ran over there and burned his fingers? No, because I already told him not to do it. Like the Creator already told us not to do it, but we're doing it. We're causing death. we causing to suffer death. Another human being, because we going to war. Yeah, we going to war, people. Let's see the punishment that the Creator is going to lay on those who go to war. Book of Judgment, chapter 32, verse 22 states, "And this is the bondage I put upon all such as obey not my judgment and conform thereto. They shall not rise above the first resurrection in heaven, while the war remaineth upon the earth. Even though their bondage be 100 years or 1,000 years, yet this my judgment against them shall not be put aside." You see that? You see that? So we see that the true Creator does not condone war of whatsoever. And here mortals are killing each other for the glory of fallen angels, false gods who were once mortal, inspire men to battle. You see that? Or going back up here. But while war remain on the earth, no matter how long, 1,000 years, yet this judgment against them shall not be put aside. You ain't going to be able to raise up. You won't be able to ascend in the resurrection while war remain upon the earth. And wars on the earth for a long time we've been down here on this rock warring, as they call it. You see? So we see the true Creator does not condone war whatsoever. And here mortals are killing each other for the glory of fallen angels and false gods who were once mortal, inspiring men to battle. Book of Jehovah, chapter 8, verse 3 to 12. Yeah, man, I've been reading this book, though. This book is an OSP book. This is a pretty deep book. I love this book, man. It's the best book I've ever read. I mean, I read so many books, man, from the time I started searching, and that was way back, man, in the early, I would say the early 80s, I was big conspiracy theorist, man, for a while. Big conspiracy theorist, man. All right. Book of Jehovah, chapter 8, verse 3 to 12 states, "Think not, O ye angels, that the resurrection of your heirs and their descendants that come up out of the earth is an easy matter and a steady progress, devoid of mishaps and woeful darkness, for their deliberation as to the progress and management of the inhabitants of the earth and her heavens. The angels under you shall be at times rebellious and defiant, disregarding your laws and your decrees. And they shall desert your heavenly places and go down to the earth in millions and in hundreds of millions. And they shall drive away the Ashars." Okay? Those who don't know what a Shar is, and the Shar is your guardian angel. That's what they call a guardian angel in the spiritual realm. It's called an Ashar. And then assume guardianship over mortals. You see that? They're going to run away your appointed guardian angel that the Creator sent to you. They're going to send this one away. They're going to treat him so bad and torture him that he can't take it. He's going to leave. They're gonna drive him away. You see, and then one of them gonna take guardianship over you, over that mortal. See, that's what they do. That's what they're gonna do. But they shall develop no righteousness under the sun, but they will inspire mortals to war and destruction. And these angels, more a little bit, people, and these angels will themselves take to war and evil on every hand within the place of your heavens. You see that? Why they inspire us to go to war and killing down here, they're gonna be doing the same thing up in heaven, man. They're gonna be disrupting, causing mayhem, everything up there. So they ain't gonna be no different. Your God gonna be destructive just like you are. You're gonna be his mirror. You're gonna be the mirror of your God. You know, as above, so below. So his behavior is gonna become your behavior, and you're gonna pay for that. You're gonna be the one paying for that when you cross over. He's already paying for it because he ain't gonna be able to rise no higher than where he at. You think he care? He's already been there thousands and thousands of years. He don't care. You know, you're a new spirit coming in. You know, oh, you wait for you to come in. He don't look for you and come get you. Take advantage of your spirit, man. You're gonna be just like they are, wicked and foul. You see, verse 5. With foul gases of atmosphere shall they make weapons of war and places of torment. With these elements shall they make suffocating hells in order to cast one another in chaos. Wow, man. And mortals who are slain, who shall be slain in war, shall be born in spirit in chaos on the battlefield. In chaos, in chaos shall such spirits enter the S world, and they shall not know that they are dead as to the earth life. They ain't gonna know they dead, man. They don't think they still alive, but shall still keep fighting right and left. They're gonna be still battling right and left. You see, because they ain't gonna know. They not gonna know. Nobody's gonna come and get them, man, and tell them you know, come, you're dead. Let's go. You in the S world now. You know, you on the spiritual side. It's time for you to go home. Verse 7. And enemy shall take enemy in these heavens, and cast them in the places of torment which they have built, and they shall not know peace nor wisdom, and the work of your heaven shall become as nothing. And ye shall turn to going about delivering hells and the spirits in chaos, and your labor shall be exalted. Verily shall you cry out, because you came and peopled the earth with bad. This also have I created possible until my creation. For both angels and mortals shall learn to know the elements of the heavens and the earth, and to know the trials of love and misfortune. Nor have I made wisdom possible unto any man or angel that knoweth not my elements, and the extremes of evil and good which I created. But in the times of great darkness, which shall come upon the earth and these heavens, lo, I will bring the earth into Danha. Danha is like 1,000 years of darkness. That's what the Creator do. And then after that 1,000 years of darkness, He sends down His ethering gods, and they clean up. They clean up everything. I will bring the earth into Danha. All right? And my ethering shall come in my name, the true Creator, and deliver them. And again, for another cycle shall they be left with the lesson given unto them. but they shall fall again in the course of time. See, they be doing this over and over again. These same false gods, man. They never learn. They never learn. You know, they don't want to rise. They want to stay where they at anyway. They like it. They like it, man, because they doing the same thing they were doing on earth, on the spiritual side. Some of them. Those slick, dirty, dingy niggas still sticking up, still doing the shiesty stuff. You got angels doing the same thing in the spiritual side. No different. You know. But listen what the Creator say though. But again, will I deliver them through my gods and goddesses? Will I cause them to comprehend the magnitude of my creations? You see that? So here we learn that man goes to war through the inspiration of fallen angels who are fighting with each other in heavens above the earth. As above, so below. As I've been saying, as below, so above. And to the angels who inspire men to war shall not rise until all that they have done is corrected on the earth. Whatever they did, they got to make it right, man. In order for them to rise, other than that, they're not rising. But like I say, man, they don't care. A lot of them don't care. Let's go to the book of Esther, chapter 17, 18, state, verse 18. Whosoever engages in war or leadeth in war or is a captain or a general and causes the death of whom I created alive, he shall not rise to inherit my emancipated heavens as long as there remaineth war upon the earth. But he shall toil in the lowest heavens of the earth to educate and rise up the Drujas, the dark spirits thereof, which shall be his labor. That's going to be his labor. So you want to be out there doing all that killing, you leading people into killing, you ain't going to rise in heaven, bro. You're going to stay right here and you're going to be down here to raise up these dark demons. You're going to help, you're going to be their teacher. You're going to make them straight. You're going to clean their mind up. Make them good citizens, so to say. You know? We're going to hit a precept to that. Book of Judgment 32:22. So the punishment for these angels and mortals who partake in war by any means, no matter who you are, you'll be here on the earth in spirit, working to raise man up the way the true creator intended it to be. But the work isn't easy with the condition some of the spirits are in. They become unapproachable because they are in such chaos and confusion. The same condition applies in hell as well. Book of God's Word, chapter 12, 25, verse 25, 25. It is not hard for a man not to have the privilege to choose his own master. Behold, they are now impressed into war. Yea, thou keepest standing armies trained in the labor of death, and this for the glory of the Sun Kingdom. So you the glory of the Sun Kingdom, so you fighting for the Sun God. I don't know if this is talking about in Egypt or what here. One of the Sun God, Atum or either Ra. He said, now hear me, O King, for I am speaking of my own accord, and no God is speaking through me. And I declare unto thee, I have attained power to go into souls, into the unseen world, and behold with my own eyes how it is with the souls of the dead. And I declare unto thee, there are great torments for the wicked. I have seen them in hell, with walls of fire going up around them day and night, suffocating fires of brimstone. for which they cannot escape. And those slain in war, both those that are for the king and those against the king, are equally cast into ceaseless torments. Ceaseless torment, man. And even kings and queens with them were all are all wailing and gashing their teeth and cursing, and in their madness doing wickedly to others with all their might. With all their might. So you see, war isn't good for either side of the scope, as stated. It's not an easy task to take on when you have spirits coming into the spiritual world who are lost and bewildered and unapproachable. And this brings affliction upon the angels of heaven. As I was saying, that's like a hospital having a mass emergency, same as they did when 9/11, whatever that nearest hospital was, that was a mass emergency. Can you imagine what those nurses was going through? Hmm? Can you imagine what those nurses was going through when all them ambulances was coming in there with them people? They didn't know what to do. They were overwhelmed. Overwhelmed, man. All right. Well, the book of Judgment, chapter 32, verse 9 through 15. And as long as mortals continue to go into battle in the name of false gods, just like they're doing in Deuteronomy 32:17, the sadistic ritual of killing in the name of war will never end. The true creator don't believe in war. So why would he have his creation killing each other? For what? He has a purpose. For what? He has a purpose for us. And killing each other isn't part of it. This is what the creator says. This is what Jehovah says right here. Book of Jehovah 2:2. Jehovah said, I created the earth and fashioned it, and I placed it in its firmament. And by my presence brought man forth a living being. A corporal body I gave him, that he might learn corporal things. And death I made, that he may rise in the firmament and inherit my ethereal worlds. You see that? To kill or to go into war is something the true creator would never accept. Never accept. And to put the nail in the coffin, I say to you, this God of the Bible has killed more people than anybody has. The God of the King James Version of the Bible. He has killed more people than anybody so far. Any one person, I should say. That God. It's a question that I put in line. How many people did God kill in the Bible? Christianity website that I asked this question on. This is the answer it gave me. Reddit, the website says really apparently God killed 2,821,364 people explicitly, and around 25 million in total to date. You see that? Is how many people God killed. And in the Bible, God kills 2.4 million people in his book. Satan kills 10. Now who's the bad guy there? There's a graph right here. Who killed more people in the Bible? They got God, who is Satan. Look at the creator. And you still want to follow this God of the Bible who gives you the commandment not to kill? which the angels and man has broken, but none compares to your God. Hey, oh Yahweh. None of them compared to your God. You know? So that man, ain't no way you gonna sit here and say that you doing these things in the name of your God. Ain't no one gonna believe that, man, because true God would not have you, or true creator ain't gonna have you going out there killing nothing, nothing, or judgment will be rendered against you. And that's true fact there, though. You know, true facts right there. You know, so like that being said, you know, you can't sit here and try to blame the creator for your mishap or your faults. How can you go and do that? You can't blame the creator for that. You know, because what one thing he gave you was liberty. Hmm? Think about it. What does liberty mean? Liberty means decisive. You are decisive. You are able to make judgment. You know what you're doing wrong. Hmm? You know what you're doing. Hey, let's take a look at this here. This is some of my choked mind. Got me feeling choked up here. Okay. Let's take a look at let's take a look at the Book of Inspiration, chapter 13. Here. Book of Inspiration, chapter 13. But like I said, we always want to have somebody to blame for our mistakes or our mishaps. We look for somebody else to blame. A lot of times, man, personally in ourselves, it's with our woman, we having a bad relationship, we blaming on God. Oh God, why you give me this woman? Same as Adam did. Adam tried to do the same thing to the Creator, to God. Uh, when Eve slipped in the garden, and the Creator asked Adam, "Oh well," asked Adam, "What did this woman do?" First thing came out of Adam's mouth was, "Well, hey man, God, you the one that gave me this woman." You know, like it was God's fault that the woman slipped. Dog, you supposed to educate your woman. You know, you supposed to taught her the laws and the regulations, or the rules that was set up in the garden that the Creator gave to you. You understand? But that was never done. But still, Adam wanted to blame God. Oh well, you gave me this woman. you know, and that's what we do. We want to try to blame other people for our mistakes, our disobediences, our destructions. We want to blame somebody else for these type of actions that we do. We don't want to be accountable for what we do, you know. But the Creator gave us the liberty to know, to decide on what to do. It's your choice. I'm gonna give you this match. You got a dark your house is dark. I'm gonna give you the tools to use to light your house. But I'm not gonna tell you what it's for. You're gonna have to just look at this and decide on, okay, this is what I got to do with this. You have knowledge of what it is, but you don't know what to do with it. Are you gonna you gonna take it and gonna light your house, or you gonna go and do something destructive like burn something down? You know, this is what I'm talking about, and you can't blame that on nobody else. You know how to do this. You know what to do, but still you gonna go and do this. And then you want to blame somebody else for you doing the wrong thing. Be accountable for your actions. Be accountable. Book of Inspiration, chapter 13. I think I can go this. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit better. All right. Verse 1. Man said, if I cannot add one jot or tittle to my corporal body, and it is all built up by Jehovah, Yahuwah, then indeed it is his. Verse 2. Neither am I accountable, whether it be made well or well preserved. You see that? Already man is saying, neither am I accountable. I'm not accountable how my body is. My body going to fix well, or this is good on my body. You know, that's the creator. It's his body. It's not mine. I don't care how it is. And if I cannot make one new thought nor idea, then indeed all of my thoughts and idea Yahuwah given to me by inspiration, either directly by Yahuwah or by his creations. Neither then am I accountable for my thoughts, nor behavior, whether they be good or bad. You see that? Man don't be accountable for nothing that he's doing. This is at the beginning. This is early man. Don't want to be accountable for nothing he's doing because I'm not responsible. You know, that's what he's saying. I'm not able because verily then I am not responsible for anything, neither what I am, nor what I do, nor for what becometh of me. I am but an automation. I myself am nothing. Now, you see that man is trying to give himself, uh, give himself kind of a life where he don't care about nothing. He just want to be hanging around, become a vagabond, having somebody give him something. Neither he don't want to be accountable for nothing. He ain't responsible for nothing. Don't give me nothing. I ain't gonna take care of it. He ain't responsible. Neither for what I am, nor what I do, nor for what I becoming for me. I am but an automation. I ain't nothing. You know. But listen what the Creator comes back and tells. Let's look what the Creator tell him now. Verse 5. Yahuwah said, because I gave thee liberty. Liberty. You see that, right? What does the word liberty mean? Liberty. We're going to go right here right quick. We're going to look up the word liberty. See what the word liberty means. Liberty. Liberty is the state of being free within some society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority or one's way of life, behavior, or political views. Okay? You have liberty. You free from everything. Right, Mr. Stupid.
Now look, Steve.
Let's see. Okay. This would be a good definition, maybe. Merriam.
I'm making threats. You can check my phone records if you don't believe me. He's just mad because I have my.
Let's see. Liberty, liberty, liberty. What is the definition? All right, there we go.
Section 179 tax write-offs. Why you promoted construction?
Liberty. The power of choice. Basically, the one I'm looking for there. Go down here. That's the one I'm basically want to see. Power of choice.
It's my favorite part of the holidays.
I don't know if that's the only definition. Free, unoccupied. I don't think that's what we're looking for. Let's see. Not determined by anything beyond its own nature or being, choosing or capable of choosing for itself. This is the definition that we're looking for right here. When the Creator is described. And we can't wait to meet yours. Visit petparadise.com to book your pet's free stay or play in paradise. So I'm sorry about that. Back here.
Section 179 tax write-offs. Why you construction equipment could save you big this tax.
Hold up.
Stop in today and maximize your Kubota savings.
I hit the wrong thing. So
Sandra Thompson, age 24, arrested 7 times for mission, found murdered in Canal Park.
Liberty. So that's the mission with the word liberty. Not determined by anything beyond its own nature or being, choosing or capable of choosing for itself. Okay? That's what the Creator gave to thee. That liberty. Okay? Hold up, well, people, I'm going to go take a break. That's something I got to take care of right quick. Can you hear me? So I'll get back with y'all.
All that blood and just one prick. What was this over the
What
stake?
is it?
It wasn't a mistake.
So, and that liberty, thou art responsible for all thou art, and for all thou makest thyself. You see, you telling them right there, you for all that you are and all whatever you become, you're responsible for that. Not me. You want to become a bum, you be a bum. That's on you. I got nothing to do with that. Now, you want to be a carpenter, you be a carpenter. That's on you. That's all the Creator's telling you. You know, he's telling you nothing wrong. You want to be a bum? The same as what your parents gonna tell you. Hey, you want to grow up and be a high school dropout? Then drop out. You got the opportunity. You have the decision. You got the liberty to go and get your diploma. But no, you want to hang out with your homeboys and become a dropout. You know, that's your liberty. That's on you. That's not on your parents. You can't hold that on your parents. And for all that shall come of you, and for thy peace and happiness, both in this world and the next. You see that? You're responsible for your happiness here in this world and in the next world. Because whatever you do here is going to cast over to the spiritual world. It's going to go with you. So all your attributes and whatever you got with you on this physical realm is going to go with you there. All the special gifts the creator can put into you. If you're a good singer, you're going to be a good singer over there. You play horn, you're going to be a good horn player over on the spiritual side. You'll be playing in the heavenly band or something. Lead up heavenly bands. You know, there's a job for you waiting, you know, but it's your liberty to get yourself there. No one else's. You can't blame the creator if you ain't make it. If you ain't got that, ain't nobody fault but yours. Liberty I gave thee as to what thou shalt eat and should wear to cover thyself, and where thou should abide, means to live. I gave you liberty to build your house in your own way, but behold, such liberty I gave not to the bird as to her nest, nor to the beaver, nor to the ant, nor to any other living creature. Liberty I gave you as to whether you should eat herbs or flesh. But such liberty I gave not to any other living creature. You see that? He didn't give that freedom or that right to any other creature but us, the Creator. Hmm? He gave us that right to choose wrong from right. Basically, is what that is. That liberty to choose wrong from right. You know, and to be honest, man, a lot of us always choose that wrong because that wrong is a quick way to fill my pockets with money. That wrong is a quick way for me to get this. You know, that wrong has led to kill somebody. You know, a lot of things, man, that we have the liberty to choose, and we don't always choose the right way. Yes, I gave you liberty to the sleep and the horse, I said, eat of herbs. To the tiger and lion, eat ye of flesh. To thee I gave liberty to make thyself carnivorous, herbivorous, or omnivorous. Both of these, I believe, are like on the herb side. You know, eating plants and vegetables, things like that. Carnivores, we all know what that is. You eat meat, straight up meat. I think omnivores are like fish, nuts, or something like that, man. Let me that one there kind of got me, man. Let's see. Let's see what that is. What omnivore? Let's see. Both both plant and animal origin. Able to eat anything. Eating a mixed varied diet. Omnivores. So an omnivore is an animal that regularly consumes significant quantities of both plant and animal matter, obtaining energy and nutrients from plants and animal matter. So you still eating meat, right?
Well, just pretend that it's still right.
Oh,
I still want you to show me.
omnivores. Those are animals that eat animals and plants.
You have no fear. And in subtext, subtext.
Plants and animal matter. You see that? Didn't know that.
Let's do it again. Who doesn't want to do this?
Just make him
Subtext. They have a subtext.
That's it. I think I get sponsorships for healing contest viewers.
All right. Just learned something there, didn't we?
How about a benefit for orcas?
Plants and carnivores.
I like it.
Okay. Meat eaters, herb eaters, mixed eaters.
Let's roll.
All right, we got that down now. So 11. Whatsoever thou do, put in thy mouth, and it united with your blood, and entered thy blood. Behold, it was by my labor and by my power it was accomplished. Verily, I was thy workman. 13. All you did in the matter was to choose. You were in the respect, the master, and I was the servant. And behold, I made not the servant responsible for the master's behavior. You see that? You can't hold me responsible for what you did. You the master, you gotta pay for that yourself. You know, because I made thyself a carnivore. The fault is in your own hands. I placed before you the herbivorous animal and the carnivorous animals, and I gave you eyes to look upon them as to their behavior, whether ferocious and destructive, or peaceful, patient, or docile. I gave this to you. You got the eyes. You can see which ones are doing the right thing. You know, you see which one was right, what's wrong. You should have went with the right. And I spoken to your soul, saying, look, judge for thyself as to what thou shalt eat. Behold the order of my creations and the result upon my living creatures. Hence, thou art accountable unto yourself and responsible unto the world for having made thy corporal body as thou hast. You done made your body messed up now. You done corrupted it. You know? You didn't eat meat. You corrupted the corporal body. Hmm? Even so in regard to thy spirit and thy soul, thy mind, thy ideas, and thy thoughts, I gave thee liberty in the same way. I gave thee liberty to receive thy inspirations from drunkards and harlots and fighters, or from men of wisdom, or the innocence of childhood, or the virtue of a virgin, or from a city of corruption, or from the country with pure air and trees, and flowers and mountains and valleys. And I spake unto your soul, saying, choose thou what you will, to be the inspiration of your mind and spirit and soul. Behold, where I left off at, people. Mm, yeah. And I spake to your soul, saying, choose thou, choose thou what thou will, be the inspiration of my mind and spirit and soul. Behold, I, my creator, I am your servant to impregnate thee with thoughts and ideas and disposition All thou hast to do is to choose. Yea, I said, I even take thee to whichever place and conditions thou might choose. And now because I gave unto thee this extreme liberty, thou hast chosen. Behold, thou art accountable unto yourself for thine every thought, idea, and for thy spirit and soul and your behavior. Thou, thou art responsible to all the world. So you are responsible for the whole world to bestow liberty unto. With liberty I bestow responsibility also. I am the power and the light and the life. And one thing, chiefly, thou art not an automation. And that in time, that that is thine own entity, thine own self, thine own whatsoever thou art. Thyself I gave to thyself, and even at zero of thy entity, I said unto you, go thou make thyself all other animals. I created perfectly with my own hands. But to thee I gave liberty to make thyself even as thou hast. Yea, even in this I said, choose thou, and I will do for thee labor myself. So that choice and liberty was the sum total which I gave to thee. Now, therefore, O man, I gave choice and liberty unto thee. So shalt thou choose give the same unto thy neighbor and associate. Without these, there is no responsibility. With these, all responsibility. Choose thou thine own food, and thine own raiment, and thine house, and choose thou the place, and provide thou the way for whatever inspiration thou mayest. Still, thou shalt be responsible in all, and the result shall be to thee accordingly to thine own choice. Whether thou fawn up Satan upon Satan or emulate your creator, it's on you. You're going to be responsible for it. You are responsible for your own actions. You understand? You can't put that upon nobody else but yourself. You know? And people try to do it. Like I say, they constantly try to blame the creator or blame their God for something that went wrong in their life or blame some other person for something. Be accountable for your own actions, man. You know, the creator gave you that. Be accountable. You know, you got trying to slick your way into the the realm, man. Trying to be slick. Mm-mm. Ain't gonna work. Almighty know every little trick that you got up your sleeve, man. You know, but like I said, your judgment, man, no matter what you are, you're gonna have to pay for it. And your grade is what decides these things. Your spiritual grade, as I was saying. Let me take a quick little break, people. I gotta take care of some things right quick, and I should be right back. Right. All right. All right. We're back now. We're back to where we were. Okay, we moved on from there. I say, choice is yours. Just like the record say, the choice is yours. Whatever you want to do, the choice is yours. You know, and everybody sitting here trying to blame the creator for something, you know. But you say, man, he gave us that choice. Gave us that choice. You know? Your choice, your decision on what you want to do. So we're gonna keep it a moving here because I got things I got to do, man. You know, and like I say, depending on who you were, uh, I got lost on what I was gonna say. Depending on who you were, that's all I remember. That's crazy, ain't it? But I lost track of what he wanted to say. But no matter who you are, man, your decisions, your accountability, you don't have to pay for these things, man. Your judgment, you don't have to stand judgment for it, and physically on the mortal, as a mortal, you don't have to pay for it, and spiritually, you will have to pay for it due to the fact that whatever you do on this plane, uh, you being graded. Your spirit is being graded for the good that you do here when you're doing the Creator's work. Meaning, when you raising up people that's below you, or you helping someone who's in need, and basically you do this every day, and you ain't expecting nothing in return, man. You just do it out of the good of your heart. You just do it. That's, your spiritual grade will raise up that way, but you know. It says here, a man may be wise as to books and philosophy and mathematics and poetry and great learning, and yet be low in grade as to spirit. Because he ain't doing nothing. He's educating himself, you know. But what is he doing with his education? What is he doing with this wisdom that he's collecting? Is he doing anything with it? Helping anybody? Is he raising up anybody? Teaching? Per se? But a man may know little of all such knowledge. Don't know nothing about none of that that's up there, as that wise man know. Don't know none of this. And may be poor with nothing. But by hardship and experience, he developed in sympathy and good works done unto others, and be high in grade as to spirit because of what he's doing. He's doing what? He's showing what to people? Sympathy and good works going unto others. You know, and through all his hardships and experiences, he's developed in sympathy and in good works. He's doing it to others, helping them out. And that's going to be high in spiritual grade, just like I've been telling you. So also may it be with spirits that manifest through you as great orators who stand even in the lowest grade in heaven. Let not thyself deceive thyself, O man, as to thy knowledge or thy speech or professions. You're nothing. Don't let that stuff fool you that you think you know all this and you do this and I got this. My profession. Thus has the scales in your own hands. You got the scales in your own hands. And sooner or later, you're gonna have to weigh yourself justly, and take thy place, even as thou hast prepared thyself. That's basically what I was saying earlier, man. You know, whatever you do here, it's going to carry over to there, the spiritual realm. Whatever you do here, it's going to carry over to that spiritual realm. And by the level of your spiritual grade, is going to justify the place that you're going to be when you go into the spiritual realm. You know, you setting yourself up for that. You want to be happy, you're going to be happy when you go. You're going to be sad and miserable, you're going to be sad and miserable when you go over there. You know, you want to be a gang banger, hip hop, you're going to be a gang banger and hip hopper over there, man. Ain't going to be no different. Nor flatter thyself that thou can cheat heaven, nor change the ways thereof, nor hide thyself behind doctrines or behind the promises of gods or saviors. You see, you ain't gonna be able to get out of what you do here, no matter how you try. Oh my God, they're gonna say, nah, that's not gonna help you, bro. Oh God, I love you. You know I love you. You know I do anything. Open it. Nah, that's not gonna help you either. That flattery. Don't flatter yourself. I can't cheat. You can't cheat your way in. You ain't gonna be able to go to the gates and try to cheat the angel at the gate. That self and say, hey, come on, man, I'll hook you up. I'll do something. No, it ain't gonna be like that, man. That little shit gonna be left out the door, you know. Or you're gonna be able to hide yourself behind them little doctrines of the fake gods that you've been worshiping, them false saviors that you've been following. That ain't gonna help you either. Because why? The old things are done away, and none of these things shall avail thee on the earth or in heaven. None of this stuff is going to help you when you come into heaven or on earth now. It's not helping you because what you're doing, you know what you're doing. I gave you the liberty to choose, and you're still doing the wrong thing. Be thou king or queen or judge or servant, no matter who you are, the same judgment shall stand upon all. When the garment is gone, in your clothing, and the diadem, for those that don't know what a diadem is, that's like a crown or a headband that's worn by somebody of royalty, like a queen, king, the crown, basically is what they're saying. And riches and the flesh withal, when all that's gone, the flesh, your money, all your riches and gold and diamonds, all that's gone. Consider, O thou man, consider thou the grade of thy spirit and thy bondage upon thee. Huh? Thy bondage. Think about that. You want to be in bondage when you get to the spiritual side, or you want to be walking around with liberty? Huh? Which one do you want? You got to be accountable. We can't blame God for your disobedience and your destruction on the earth. You have to be accountable. You know, that's upon you. So, like it says here, when the garment is gone, your diamonds and riches and your flesh is gone, consider thy spiritual grade and the bondage. Huh? That bondage that you're going to be under. If you ain't doing the right thing, the bondage upon thee. If thou shalt take that for which thou hast fitted thyself, according to what thou hast done. Hmm? What you have done. You're going to take, you shall take that for which thou hast fitted for yourself. You got to take it. Because this what you done, the punishment that you accepted, you got to take it. The punishment you had coming, you got to take it. Because you fitted that for yourself. You made it for yourself. According to what thou hast done on the earth. Thou shalt not be killing, bro. Going around here killing nobody. Killing no flesh. Nothing that the Creator has brought into creation, thou shalt not kill. Hear my words, O man, and be considerate of the justice of thy Creator. You know, hear those words. Hear those words. Be considerate, because he will be just. His judgment is just. Because what? It's fitted for yourself. And all he's going to do, he's just going to be there with you. He's just going to help you choose it. He's going to help you with it. You get on the right track according to that which thou hast done. You see? Whatever you've done on this physical plane, bro, you're going to take it over there with you when you leave here. You will take that with you when you leave here. Because the Creator don't want us killing nothing, man. We wasn't put here to kill. He didn't create none of this for us to be killing up no life. Harmonious living, unity, love, compassion. That's the objective. That's how you get to the Creator. Learning His creations, learning about Him, loving one another, showing compassion. He didn't create us for no killing. Thou shalt not kill, man. So we can't blame the Creator for none of the things that we've done. We gotta blame ourselves, be accountable for what you've done. Creator created us for this purpose and this purpose only. Right here. Jehovah said, I created the earth and fashioned it, and I placed it in the firmament, and by my presence brought man forth a living being. Let me try to blow this up a little bit. Y'all can't see that. All right, can y'all see that now? We'll start over. Jehovah said, I created the earth and fashioned it, and placed it in the firmament, and by my presence brought man forth a living being. I gave him a corporeal body so that he could learn corporeal things. And I made death so that he could rise up in the firmament and inherit my ethereal worlds. You see that? That's what we are created for. That's what it is all about. So we can inherit the ethereal world. And like I said, and that's something right there that we didn't know we had. We didn't know we had no inheritance waiting on us. Never knew nothing about no inheritance waiting on you when you pass over, when you die. But that's what you got when you're being obedient. When you're obedient, the ethereal worlds you'll know about. Huh? You'll learn about the ethereal worlds if you're obedient to the Creator's commandments. But the way we're going now, we're not going to see them. We've already been disobedient with the killing. Thou shalt not kill. And with that, my great people, uh, I'm going to leave you guys to the next time. You know, My time here is over, but I shall soon return with another video. Uh, I'm hoping soon. So I got a couple more things I want to lay out, put down. You know what I mean? So move this out the way a little bit. I don't know why my thing be tripping on me, man. Sometimes. You know. But it sure be acting funny.
Absolutely. I am a law-abiding citizen. I love this country. I will do whatever you say. Look, see.
All right, Pete.
The finest quality, imported directly
I
from
don't know what's going on. Got me all froze up over here. There we go. Now I'm back in there. But like I say, people, we're gonna get out of here. I'm sitting here.
All right. Just do me
I don't know what's going on.
Why do I have to make my bed when I'm not even gonna sleep?
Because they asked you to.
Okay, now we got this all straightened out, but it was a good thing that y'all came by. I hope I have people clicking and checking out my site, man. Because this video here is over. And I'm going to redo this. I'm going to make it a lot better. Because I wasn't really prepared. I was just messing around.
I don't think so, Dad.
Just messing around with some. Talk with y'all people later.